Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle, and I suck at budgeting. Today is the first paycheck of the month of March, so we're going to go through and budget that. If you are new here, what we do here is we budget through our money. We work on getting towards retirement, which is a good thing. And we also deal with some mental health stuff, and we probably will get into a little bit of that. We'll touch on it in this video, but probably the next video and how mental health affects my budgeting and things like that. So for those that are new here, I use a piece of software called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. If you're looking to do the same, in the description will be my YNAB referral link. If you use that link when you sign up, you will get a free month, and I will get a free month, which is cool. So yeah, just a little story before we begin, because this happened last week. When you get used to using a tool like this, I've been talking to a friend of mine who's been starting to use YNAB and trying to get people to understand that, like, once you start using a tool like this, you really don't use your bank app anymore because you trust this so much. But what happened was my bank changed their name, and in the process, it stopped importing my transactions. So I know I could have done it manually and whatever, but like just not having the tool around automatically, doing what I've been doing for a year, it was kind of scary, just kind of waiting for things to shake out. And YNAB had to go in and reset something in my account to trigger a refresh of my accounts. And once that happened, it was good. So anyway, we're going to go in and we're going to deal with some overspent categories. This is something that I don't normally have, but I thought it was kind of a good teaching moment, so I kept them overspent. So I always say that the first thing you should do is when you have overspent categories, you should deal with those overspent categories before you deal with anything else. And the reason is because that money has already left your account. And if you start budgeting with money, you're not accounting for money that's already left. So having that overspent stuff is not a really good thing because now you can't really trust your budget anymore. So we're going to deal with this overspent overspent categories first, because if you notice, I've got a little bit, it's not a tremendous amount, but it says that I have $2676.03 to assign. I really don't, because I have all this money that's already gone from my account. So I don't have this amount of money available. I have this amount of money minus this stuff available to me. So let us go through and budget this stuff. The reason I did this is because I went through and looked at some of these things, and I look at my budget fairly regularly, and I kind of know, it's just me. I know what I buy. I'm pretty careful about what I buy and when I buy it. But I was actually looking at this morning, looking at the overspent categories, and I went, this 5628 doesn't sound right, and I don't know why. So I know that this dog medicine thing is right. I did a subscription for some glucosamine tablets. Like, I know this is right. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover this with ready to assign, because I know it's okay, and I'm good. This quality of life thing, $20. What was it? It's health and wellness. So I think about it. All right, what did I spend on $20? So this is something I should have probably budgeted for, but I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because health insurance is dumb. And I don't understand why the numbers change so much so frequently. But my blood pressure medication last time was 86 cents. Today was a $20 copay. Why? I don't know, but it was. So it was a $20 copay. So I know what this is, and it works, and it's fine. So we'll cover this with ready to assign, and that rhymes. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. All right. February taxes. I had to send off. This is another thing that drives me nuts. I had to send off my taxes to city. So it's the dumbest thing. So my city is there, and the post office is in the same city, and I went in and I said, I need to send this, I'd prefer it be certified and whatever. And it's a P.O. box. Like, the lady walks, like, all she has to do is walk, and she can walk to I can see the post office box that she is going to put this envelope in, and I paid $5.58 for this. It is absolutely ridiculous, but my taxes are done for the year, so I know what this is. So let's go to ready to assign, and we're good there. Now, this is the one that I was a little bit confused by, because I know that I spent, I bought a knife because I'm a knife guy. I like knives, and I've been wanting to, I want to actually make an Alaskan ulu knife. I found a blank that I can use, and then I just have to make the handle. So I wanted to have one kind of for reference. So I found one. It was cheap. It was like $35-$40, whatever. I bought it from Amazon. It came today. It's not sharp. It has to be sharpened. That's something that drives me nuts. I'm just going to complain all video. I'm sorry. I'm going to complain. But you buy a knife and it's not sharp, makes me insane. I like sharpening, so it's okay. But that $40 is in there. But now there's something else there, and I don't know what it is. What's there? So what I can do is I can actually go through and look through the activity. And I can see that there's 2 Amazon transactions. So this 4207 I know is the knife. This 1421 is not. I don't know what it is. I now know what it is. I have a recurring subscribe and save with Amazon, and that pulled, and I didn't realize it. But because it was like literally the same day that excuse me, that the knife pulled, it assumed that the category was home maintenance, which is actually incorrect. So now I can go in and I can fix this and it would be fine. That's fine. But like, if it were something else, like if I were like, if this were into like, I don't know, like my grocery budget or something, like it could throw my numbers off, and throw my budgets off. So I want to make sure that before I go through and just, oh, it's an overspent category, I'm just going to throw money at it. No, make sure you know what is in your overspent category before you approve it and do whatever. So in this case, I actually categorized this transaction incorrectly. This should be dog medicine and treats. It's still overspent. Like it doesn't, I mean, as far as that goes, yes, but for the sake of this, we need to make sure that it is correct. So home maintenance is fine. We're just going to cover it. And now we can go through and say the dog medicine treats is correct. So, and okay. So if you look at where we started with over $2,600, and now we're down to $2,581.46. So this is why you do your overspent categories first, because that money has already gone. If I go ahead and budgeted all of my money and then do my overspent categories, well, now my budgets are wrong. My actual like bank budgets are wrong, because now I've got money that's not allocated. It's really important that you do that stuff first. Preferably you do it where you don't have overspent categories, but stuff happens and you have to deal with it. So, all right. So now that we've got $2,581.46, we need to go through and finish up budgeting some of these categories. So the first category that we got a budget for is the mortgage, $1,309.23. All right. Then we've got the groceries. So we need an additional $312.50. Eating out, I've pulled a little bit out of eating out throughout the week, or weeks here. So I need an additional $288.73. And then gas, an additional $200. Wow, that went fast. $471 left. Okay. So dog food we're going to skip for now. Let's go up. Don't know that I'm going to touch this yet. My mortgage extra payment. Let's just go through the list here. Let's go through in a nice semblance of order. So Jeep Extra is going to be the next paycheck. Fine. Mortgage Extra we'll decide. This is that third payment every month third payment that happens every 6 months. I've got plenty of time to do that, and we'll be okay. So let's leave that for now. Month ahead increase, we're going to leave until the Jeep's done. Month ahead, again, it's going to be whatever. So The monthly bills are all good to go. All right. Dog food. I don't know that I'm going to buy dog food this month, actually. I think I have enough to get me through. So I'm not going to pay it. And it's not due until the 26th anyway. I might end up pausing the thing for whatever. All right. Dog medicine treats, we're good for a while. So let's leave that. Dog vet, we're going to leave for now. This is going to get pulled tomorrow. So I need $282.30 in there, which leaves me with $188.70. Let's see. Jeep upgrades, nothing. Garden, nothing. Backup debits, fine. We're good there. All right. Non-monthly. Let's see. We've done some of this stuff. We need another $11.82 for Rune. $11.82. And then Amazon Prime. $13.18. So we're good there. Lawn care I've decided not to do for the year, so we're going to get rid of lawn care. Jeep maintenance. I think I saw that I had Jeep maintenance in here twice. Did I get rid of it? No, I have there too. Let's get rid of this one. Delete. So we'll stick that into. So just so you know, so I've done stuff in the Jeep maintenance category. So if I were deleted, it's going to lose the history. I could just hide it. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete it and move those transactions to auto maintenance. So it's going to go up there. Cool. But that's why that popped up. Where were we? So here we are. Returns is just a category that I keep. When I do like returns for Amazon, I'll put the spending thing there, and then while I wait for the return to refund, I stick it there just so it's out of the way. Taxes should be done for the year. Fantastic. So let's do some domain things. Let's see. We got that one and that one. And that one. And that one and that one. And that one and that one and that one. $65.71. Cool. Let's fund them. All right. So, because I'm trying to be more intentional about making sure that all of these things are funded every month, because I was really bad about these categories down here, these, whatever they're called. I'm really trying to work on making sure that they are funded every month. One button that I don't normally use is this underfunded button. So we're going to go through and look at this underfunded button. We missed one. That's why we do this. 1172. Cool. All right. So let's go through these categories and make sure that we're good to go. Jeep Extra, that's going to come out next month. We're fine there. Mortgage extra payment, 10607. We're going to do that next month as well. The next paycheck, rather. Sorry. Month ahead increase. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this target because I'm not ready for this target yet. And having it pop up is going to do not good things. Dog food. I think we're going to snooze for the month because I've got a lot of dog food. And I don't think I need any more for the month of March and for most of April, I think. But we'll figure that out in due time. So, Jeep Extra is still a category that we're working on. Mortgage Extra is going to be a category that we're going to keep. So we're in good shape. So we've got $86.27 that we need to figure out what to do with. And I have an idea. So I'm going to go to a category group that I don't touch a lot. Quality of life. And I'm going to type in the word concert. And I am going to put in the entire $86.27. I don't know that I'm going to need all that, but that is, I know the concert's cheaper than that, so that's a good thing, but, extra gas and maybe food while I'm there. So that'll be cool. So I've decided to go to a concert in April, I think. Still haven't decided. I guess maybe I haven't decided. But now I at least have the funds to do it if I do decide to do it. I just got to make sure I've got coverage at work because I'm either going to take the day of the concert off or the day after the concert off. I might do both because I've got plenty of time to, do stuff. But I got to make sure I have coverage at work. So, one of my favorite musician. Do I have any of his stuff? Of course I don't. I normally have his book over here. Where's his book? Why don't I have his book? This book is like always here. Oh, it's over there. Let me get the book. Hang on. All right, so I have returned, and so here, let's go big screen for a second because there's some cool stuff here. So this is the book. This is called The Music Lesson. It's by a guy by the name of Victor Wooten. My favorite musician. Signed it for me. He's an amazing musician, and he's coming to Cincinnati, and I haven't seen him since before COVID. That's actually when he signed this for me. While I saw him there, I presented him with this, which is a book that I made. So I saw him in 2012 at the Iridium in New York, and I took a whole bunch of pictures, made a book, gave him the book, made a copy for myself. But some really cool shots. His drummer JD Blair. He was giving me strange looks throughout the entire performance. It was pretty funny. He actually, JD Blair, I got there early. It was one of those venues where you can like sit and eat dinner. He actually came and sat while I was eating, and we just chatted for a while. Very cool guy. And then there's this lovely young lady. So she is actually originally from Cincinnati, which I didn't know. And she actually came up and sang. Her band actually came up and opened for Victor that night. And then this is Steve Bailey. It was a fantastic concert. And then there is Victor playing his little bass and some cool stuff. So I've got a large metal print of this stuff on my wall. So that one actually is hanging on my wall. So in metal. So anyway, he's coming to Cincinnati, and I have not seen him since COVID. So I thought I need to get to a concert, and I kind of need that thing. And we'll talk real quick about this one little thing down here. You'll see under hobbies, you'll see that there's a lot more money here than has ever been there before. We're going to talk about that in another video about why it's there, but here's how it got there. So my last video, I mentioned I bought a treadmill. I used the treadmill for 15 minutes. It overheated and shut off. I returned it immediately. So that's $170 that goes there. Several months ago, back in September, I was in an accident, and I paid my deductible, and then found out that the guy who hit me didn't have insurance, and kind of assumed that after they closed the claim in December, I'd never see that money ever again. And then one day I logged into YNAB, and there was $500 sitting there, and I went, what in the world is this? They were able to track them down, and I got my money back, which is awesome. So I put that into the hobbies category, and we're going to talk about that in another video because I am talking too long. So I'm going to call it quits for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe the video and share this with someone you think might benefit from it. Hope you're all doing well. Have a good one. See you later.